Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to bring something up real quick. I want you guys to understand that APOC is bipartisan, and so they advocate for the Democrats and the Republicans. So anytime somebody's telling you, "Oh, Trump is going to deal with Israel or help Israel," so is Biden, and so that's not how it works. They're on both sides. They have 3 million members, and they have states and all kind of other stuff. I'm telling you guys, these people run Congress basically, and they have 17 regional office, a vast pool of donors. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to get people to understand that these people basically run the government in a sense, and then you got the corporations and these big lobbyists that basically do what they want people to do. So the reason this is important is because I'm trying to get people to understand this is the type of government control that we wanted to avoid when creating this country. You got Trump, he's selling Bibles. I mean, I don't understand that. Yeah. Does Trump sell Bibles? And this is what I'm talking about. Trump is selling Bibles, and there's a separation from church and state. And he's the son of he's a grandson of a German immigrant and being lobbied by Jewish people. Did Eric Jan Hanussen train Hitler? This dude was he was he taught Hitler crowd control and how to manipulate people and control people. He was a Jewish hypnotist. You guys can research this dude. He was Jewish. And so they won't watch. Jewish. I'll just keep did. He was in fact a Moravian Jew or whatever. I'm trying to tell people this. Stop. So if you look at the word Palestine, that's Palestine. If you look at the word Philistines, that's Philistines, philosophers, Greeks. So I'm not saying there were Greeks at the time. What I'm saying is they're transliterating names and switching stuff up. So I'm going to show you guys something of importance, and I want you to understand what's happening. This is an actual lobbying group in Israel, and I want you to listen to some of the stuff they're saying.
So it's disturbing to hear these comments. Watch this. The problem with Israel is with the young generation of the black community.
The young generation of the black community. So these people can get up here and talk about African Americans and say all kind of stuff, but we can't say Jews, synagogue. We can't. I can't even type Jew in certain places, and I am Jewish. I'm gonna show in one of these videos one day my DNA results, and if you go to a video called Antiquity of the Bloodlines, I'm going to put it in one of my playlists called Yehanan and the Battle of Jericho. If you look at my grandmother, she's half white, half Caucasian. My grandfather was Maximilian Braun, a Polish Jewish man from Germany. He was a chef. He got with an African American woman and was despised when he got here. He had a whole family over there and stuff, but stuff happened. He came here and was ridiculed. They had to live in garages and stuff. I am Jewish and they don't even accept or acknowledge it. I keep hearing all these people from Germany talk about birthright, and I went back by birthright, and all these Americans. It infuriates me because one side of my family was fighting the Holocaust, the real one, running from Hitler, and the other side was slaves and lesser people in America, African Americans. So look at this.
Black Lives Matter starts there.
Black Lives Matters. It starts there. So I came out about 7 years ago on YouTube, just making gaming videos. And then about 3 years ago, about four at the most, I want to say about 3.5, 4 years ago, because I deleted hundreds of videos, a couple years worth of videos. And so when I started to see some of the corruption, I was like, hold on. And I started to go further in my journey. I didn't stay stuck. I didn't say, oh, African Americans or oh, Polish or oh, this and that and Jewish and da 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 da. No, I kept venturing and journeying. And so why do people hate Black Lives Matter? Look at the sources of this stuff. I'm telling you all, they're going to destroy a bunch of lands, send people over here as immigrants. And when they do that, they're going to go to these lands. Muslim city in America. They keep telling y'all they're blocking immigrants. No, they're not. They're a whole city. They have a whole Muslim Congress. When were we ever able to get a whole African Congress? and a whole African, they have governors and all this, all Muslim, all Hindu. Look at this. All Hindu cities in America. I am telling you all, they're letting everybody build, destroying us when we do, and then calling us names. Then in history, they're going to be like, oh, the African Americans was jiving and jiving and rap. 70s. Actually, I'll go back. 40s, African American music. We was building towns and cities and jazz and yo, we were the truth. Look, this blind man, Ray Charles. Look. We was the truth. We was doing stuff. Now they're sampling all this music and having people do this on it. New music 2024 rap. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. And then people will be like, well, they do it to themselves. They want to eat. They're tired of being in the hoods like anybody would. And then when they make music, listen, when I tell you all, how is Columbia Records doing today? Columbia Records, man, they're just the truth, right? They're getting it. Making money. Columbia Records, right? Ice Cream Truck Song. The original one. This one right here. N-word love watermelon ice cream truck song. This the song when you guys are got little kids jumping around in this ghetto. Man, yes, master, I want some ice cream, watermelon ice cream. Man, fuck America. Fuck y'all. Straight up. Y'all gonna get what the fuck y'all gave out. So I noticed a lot of trolls online, and I noticed a lot of people doing a lot of silly stuff and destroying their own community and talking really foolish and enraging a lot of other communities. So in 2014, out of 7, almost 8 billion people, there was 1.3 billion Caucasians, about 16% of the world, right? Now that was about 10 years ago. Now, in 2024, that number is 741 million. Almost half, right? So COVID did a strange number. And if you pay attention to statistics, nobody in Africa almost was affected by COVID. This isn't propaganda. I can actually show you guys this real quick. Was Africa affected by COVID? Did Africa have the least deaths during COVID? Trying to solve the COVID mystery. Africa's low death rates. Now, if you pay attention and research the Middle Ages, who had all the plagues, all the disease, all the... I'm not being funny. This isn't propaganda. I don't know what's going on, but somebody has caused some troubles, and now like I'm being serious. This is not a joke. So is Jesus Yahweh? God logic, right? Y'all cooked that day. Did J used to be Y? Oops. Look. And look who did it. The Europeans, the Germans, and the French. Look. The Y is now the J. Right? Latin, in Romance languages, the consonant I, which was originally pronounced in Latin as the consonant Y, this is why you'll see Iosis, it's Yehanan, or Yehohanan, became a different sound and what depended on the language. In English, influenced by Old French, it was used for the J sound, right? JB. Now watch this. Did the Germans change high V to B? Did the high V turn to B in English? Did the V turn to B in English? Okay. The V in the Romance languages is the same as the B, so they changed it. And there was another search that showed the same thing, but it gets different results each time. Did the German V turn to B in English? There we go. Old V changed into B. You guys can research these things. Is Jesus Yahweh? You were talking to Yahweh, and you were calling yourself a gracious pig. That boy cooked that day, but nobody's listening. Who is Yehohanan? They have the man who was crucified and his genetic material. If you don't believe me, the man was African and Semitic. So I'm not saying Arab as in the Arabs are justified, because Africa had civilization all the way back from 10,000 BC until these people in the 1900s. The Hyksos invaded Egypt, shepherd kings. Look at this dude. This shepherd king, right? Well, they were killing animals and stuff while we were doing brain surgeries in Egypt, in Africa. Look, chariots and marauders. But look at this. 10 Commandments movie. Asiatic shepherd king. You see what I'm saying? Like, Mose, this man, they don't want nobody knowing this stuff. This was the man. And how they keep talking about, okay, so listen, Joseph carried Mary into Egypt. Are you guys not seeing this? Flavius Josephus, who was a Greek Pharisee philosopher, around the time Yehohanan was crucified, gave the word to Rome. And then gave the Roman people, look, Japheth accidentally did that to his daughter, if you read that book, or the whatever. That's talking about what Josephus or the Romans and the popes did to their people because of their wars. They was killing people for the word. And then the Jewish people who influenced all these different people are like, oh, we're the innocent ones. Holocaust means burnt off. What does Holocaust mean in Greek? It means burnt offering. See that? Are the Caucasians there now burnt? No, it's a fucking sick ass cult. And they know what they're doing. So I'm witnessing people, this one guy he called them Torah terrorists, but he was Jewish, I guess, or something. He said, I'm battling them. This dude's getting millions of views and support. Me, who is an actual African blood Semite from the original Congo and have Polish blood, they're trying to excommunicate. I'm telling you, I had this one influencer, this goof troop, who was coming after me a long time ago. I had some sick fans showing videos of people eating poop and stuff. I think they was harassing I'm telling you, you would not believe what people do when you try to speak out. And then all these people are owned by who? Right. So, telling you guys keep talking about the Africans are Hebrews. Stop calling yourself Hebrews. It's Africa being decimated, Ham being decimated by Shem, Semitic people, the shepherd kings, and Japheth, the Europeans. It's living out because of the lines of code they're writing in people's hearts.